What is an immigrant?
Hello, Malaka. Good morning. How are you, man?
Hey, dude. Hey, thanks for answering the call. What's your intake on immigration these days?
An immigrant to me is, somebody that's coming to a place for a better opportunity, or for safety, or for family, or just to better themselves.
Un emigrante es una persona que viene a vivir permanentemente en un país extranjero. ¿Lo entiendes? Una persona que viene a vivir permanentemente a un país extranjero.
La escasez de alimentos en Venezuela está provocando problemas de desnutrición infantil y que muchas madres les estén dando a sus hijos comida descompuesta.
The changing demographics with more and more Latina people coming into the country, it's causing more volatility in the country. What are your thoughts on that?
Build the wall.
And there you go. All neighboring Latin American countries welcomed the Venezuelans with open arms.
El boleto de avión de Venezuela a República Dominicana en ese tiempo tenía un valor de $80 aproximadamente.
These four gentlemen, who were all in their early 20s, not that it matters during a crisis, saw the downward wave coming long before there was an unplanned panic in their native land. Just like most immigrants worldwide, they thought or assumed they could bring value to any country that would allow their entry. One unsuspecting island, Hispaniola, Dominican Republic, was an easy entry, but with limited opportunities. And it was here their survival journey began.
No, pues súper agradecido con la República Dominicana, porque a pesar de todos los inconvenientes y todo el trabajo que se pasó, pues fue una experiencia muy buena, muy bonita. Aprendí muchas cosas que me sirvieron y me sirven todavía a nivel personal y a nivel profesional. De verdad que me gustó mucho haber vivido esa experiencia, y más que todo agradecido con los dominicanos, con la gente de allá que siempre me tendió la mano, siempre fue muy amistosa. No tengo ninguna queja con ellos.
Years later, Hazleton is majority Hispanic. Now, before you start calling anyone bigoted, consider and be honest, how would you feel if that happened in your neighborhood?
You know what? This guy does have a point. Let's look at what his forefathers did when they came to someone else's neighborhood. Maybe he's frightened of what his DNA is capable of. Not everyone thinks the same, but our genetics is something that we cannot change, at least for those who know better but will not do better. Yeah, what would they do if it happened in their neighborhood? I think we know. By the way, who does America belong to? It is the land of immigrants, right? Like it or not, the land in America was taken. We all know that. But God forbid if we speak about it. That is, unless you're the victors.
This pace of change makes societies volatile, really volatile, just as ours has become volatile.
This guy actually said that on TV. It is not a debatable opinion when it comes to surviving. All living matters have been created to reproduce. In order to reproduce, those living matters have to eat. It's simple. The bottom line is, we all do what we can to survive at all cost.
Trabajando, aprovechando cualquier trabajo donde te puedan aceptar. Es que es difícil conseguir algún trabajo por el tema de los papeles.
Their intentions were not to come with a handout, but rather implement the tools they had to fit in. Because of their educational advantage, as well as, unfortunately, skin tone, they were automatically accepted. However, not all Dominicans shared the warm reception as their constituents did.
It's complicated to generalize, not everybody is the same. You have different people from Venezuela, different part of the country, but to be honest with you, my friend, the ones that I know, if they have no values, they're not going to bring any values to anywhere. I'd rather have all the Haitians in my country instead of those people from Venezuela.
Puede ser español, ecuatoriano, colombiano, uruguayo, paraguayo, argentino, peruano, donde hablan español, costarricense.
Now let's get it straight. That is one man's opinion and one man's experience. What about the ones that are contributing, like baseball players and baseball coaches? Or even better, these guys. Here's Simon.
Dejé mi familia en Venezuela para venir acá. Fue muy doloroso dejarlo, ya que soy muy apegado hacia ellos, a mis hermanos, a mis hermanas, a mi papá, a mi mamá. Sí, tuve que venirme gracias a la situación que está viviendo mi país, que no se consigue comida, no se consigue absolutamente nada.
A plan of execution was key here. Basically, they had a direction, as well as an agenda.
Al igual que la gran mayoría de venezolanos, contamos con más de un trabajo. No podemos vivir con un solo trabajo, el sueldo no nos da la base. Pero mi trabajo realmente es hacer pastelería. Yo hago panadería y pastelería. Aparte de eso, hay que rebuscarse entre ventas de repuestos por internet, de fotocopiadoras. Doy clase de cocina, doy clase de panadería. En este momento contaba con 3 trabajos en Venezuela. Incluso con esos 3 trabajos no me alcanzaba. Muy buena comida, la mejor comida del mundo la venezolana.
Basically what Mario is saying is, nothing was going to get in their way to reach their goals. And the debauchery that comes with the island, there was zero chance these boys were going to be distracted.
Just waiting upstairs just to hear your voice. And I'm no longer waiting in vain for your love. And everything that you said still hurts. keeps coming back to me over time. I'm sorry if I don't have your answers.
They were well aware of what the outside world thought of them.
What would solve the whole thing in the border if they would just start shooting? Only shoot a couple and they would go home.
Trying to make sense of it all with melodies and
Bla 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 bla.
Okay.
just waiting upstairs just to hear your voice.
Undermining and underestimating someone's determination is more fuel to their progress. These boys were smart. Returning empty-handed was never an option. They got off their ass and did something about it. Once these guys realized they had been misled prior to coming to the Hispaniola Island, their secondary survival instincts kicked in. These gentlemen had a focused plan. That plan included certain skills that they considered useful to complete their market entry. They knew those aspects of their background would elevate their opportunities. They also knew that with another day there would be another opportunity.
Bueno, yo me desenvolví en Venezuela como ayudante de mecánica. Trabajaba en un taller de mecánica, ayudando más que todo con bombas de agua de los carros, de los automóviles. De hecho, la paga era más o menos buena, pero no todos los días eran iguales. Siempre había un día bueno, habían días malos, más que todo no era constante el sueldo. Dependiendo de lo que yo hiciera, era mi sueldo. Exactamente. Decidimos venirnos hacia acá, es por eso, por lo difícil que es conseguir el dinero allá en Venezuela. Bastante difícil se hace conseguir dinero allá en Venezuela. Por eso decidimos venirnos hasta aquí a esta Dominicana a probar suerte más que todo. Escuchamos de muchas personas que aquí se conseguía trabajo fácil, aunque ya hemos vivido ciertas cosas que ya vimos que no es tan fácil como se decía.
Compared to what these guys had to go through to get where they are now, they were fine.
Bueno, al igual que muchos de mis compatriotas venezolanos, salimos del país ya que la situación está un poco fuerte. Un poco no, está bastante fuerte, de verdad que no se consigue lo que es la comida, el costo de vida está muy elevado, la violencia. Entonces eso nos ha impulsado a un gran grupo de venezolanos, una gran parte de venezolanos, a salir del país, a explorar nuevos horizontes y a ver nuevas economías, aprovechando que el trabajo, el venezolano es muy trabajador. Al llegar a un país, llega buscando trabajo, llega haciendo infinidades de cosas y por buscar un mejor progreso. Eso, en fin, es lo que nos empuja a salir del país, a abandonar nuestra familia. No es fácil.
Remember that generalization statement about morals and ethics? These guys wasn't interested in the locals. They wasn't painters. They wasn't sculptors. They were educators. They had to put away their ego.
Sí, yo estudié en Venezuela. Mi carrera fue de educación agropecuaria. Yo soy profesor, estoy recién graduado de profesor. Pero lamentablemente mi carrera, para ejercerla, tienen que pasar mucho tiempo para yo poder sacarle provecho. Porque la matrícula de profesores es demasiado baja. De perder los 5 años que se estudió para salir a otro horizonte a buscar un mejor futuro. Porque mi carrera profesional no es muy bien pagada.
Venezuela is renowned for its beauty. Like, that's no question. But let's not get it twisted. They didn't bring that much value to Dominican Republic. They do hold their own. But looks can only get you so far on an even level playing field.
Yo sacrifiqué para poder estar aquí, sacrifiqué mis 3 semestres de carrera en la universidad. Cónchale, yo quería seguir estudiando, quería graduarme como universitario profesional, pero no pude hacerlo gracias a la inseguridad del país, gracias a la economía que es muy mala, muy pésima. No pude seguir estudiando ya que no me alcanzaba para poder agarrar carro para pasaje, nada de eso, no tenía pasaje para ir a la universidad. Tuve que trabajar mucho, sacrifiqué gran tiempo de mi trabajo para poder reunir, para poder comprar el pasaje para venir acá, a Santo Domingo, perdón, a República Dominicana. Sí, sacrifiqué prácticamente un año de trabajo, mis ahorros, para poder obtener una mejor comodidad en otro país. Es lamentablemente porque yo realmente quisiera cumplir mi sueño de estar en mi país, trabajar por mi país, pero trágicamente no pude.
Being constantly reminded of how bad it was in Venezuela didn't help the scenario. It did, however, give them a chance to hone in on their craft. And just like everyone, they ignored and laughed about the silly comments from those that reside in the land of the free.
White people don't produce enough children. If you look at the demographics, they have abortion and the blacks. So when you do that, you need population growth. You need roughly 1.6 or more in order for the economy to grow. And since we're not producing enough, or we are aborting them, so you have no other choice except to bring in new blood and young people, and the Europeans are not coming over, so what's left is what you see.
We hope that guy and his group of people saw this. Adversity turned into triumph. They knew they were broke and down to the last pesos. So they hawked their brains and rubbed sticks together to make a fireball of money. So when you need the money to survive, you use your common sense. That's your art form. Now, it's real simple. It's part of surviving. The art of survival. You get it? Common sense makes money. Money doesn't make common sense. It was as simple as this: a bag of beans, a bag of flour, and water. That's it. They turned it into magic. They rubbed their sticks together and made fire.
And we know there's strategies where they bring children, that's a strategy, but truly come the legal way.
Their intentions were never to stay on that Hispaniola island. They kept it moving. They had families to go back to.
Estamos desde acá, desde Quillota, Chile.
You see, we told you there was nothing going to stop these boys.
Mi nombre es Mario Gil, chef pastelero, aquí trabajando nuevamente. Seguimos con la ruta del inmigrante. Viajamos desde República Dominicana hasta Venezuela. Luego en Venezuela tomamos la ruta por tierra, atravesando Colombia, Ecuador, Perú y prácticamente la mitad de Chile para llegar acá a la comuna de Quillota, Valparaíso, buscando ese sueño del progreso del que hablábamos hace unos años atrás en República Dominicana. Seguimos en la lucha, seguimos en la búsqueda, estamos, gracias a Dios, estamos cada vez mejor.
¿Por qué decidí dejar Dominicana? Bueno, yo creo que como todo el mundo, buscando una mejoría, alguna mejoría a nivel personal, laboral, donde tuviera como que más posibilidades de tener algún otro trabajo y donde por lo menos el papeleo fuera más fácil, donde tuviera más accesibilidad.